The algorithm has spoken. The winning predictions are confirmed as they race towards the finish line.
Welcome to C.R.I, your trusted source for professional handicapping at Caymanas Park. I'm Ned Gunter, bringing you clear data-driven race analysis, built for punters who want to bet smarter, not guess. Let's break down Saturday, February 7, 2026. Saturday's 10 race card features a George Hassan Trophy, an overnight allowance worth $1.25 million, plus the 8:30 sprint for a maiden 3-year-old fillies worth over $1 million, and a restricted stakes worth $1.19 million in race 2. Big money Saturday. 3 horses rated at 98% today. That's the highest the model goes. Let's find your Saturday winners. Race number 1, 7.5 furlongs, optional claiming, 5-year one and up. We open at 7.5 furlongs, 10 runners in an optional claiming field, and Storm stands head and shoulders above this field at 94.5%. Storm from post 5 is the expert pick at 94.5%. Radish Roman for Adrian Prince was 1-5 favorite last out, held up and led in the final furlong to beat Solar Black by 1 length. 3 wins from the last 3 start. That's dominant form, and Roman knows this horse inside out. The General at 68.9% from post 6 is the strong contender. Dane Dawkins for Gary Sobrati was 4-1, chased in the final furlong, finishing 5 lengths second to Matuso, coming back fitter. Sobrati always has them ready. Uncle Peck from the USA at 64.3% from post 8 with Bebito Harvey for Peter John Prasad was 9-5, led and went clear 2 furlongs out before finishing 4 lengths third to Ora Ora, fit and competitive at this level. King Pie at 55.7% from post 3 with Shane Ellis for Anthony Nunes was 25-1, outspent early before finishing 5 lengths second to Shooting Star. Better expected with the Nunes factor. Green Gold Rush at 36.9% from post 1 with Tevin Foster for Ryland Derby rounds out the selections. Was 4-1, held up and led 1 furlong out to beat Ahmad Ali in November. Has the form, but 14-1 on the morning line is a concern. 94.5%. Storm with 3 consecutive wins and Roman aboard, back with confidence. C.R.I selection, Storm to win, Exacta Storm over the General, trifecta add Uncle Peck and King Pie. Race number 2, 7.5 furlongs, restricted stakes, 3-year wood and up, non-winners of 3, non-winners of 4. Restricted stakes at 7.5 furlongs, $1.19 million, a quality field of 5, and we have 2 expert picks tied at 98%. That's as high as the model goes. American Aviator from the USA from post 1 is the expert pick at 98%. Tevin Foster for Jason DaCosta was 1-2 favorite, led and went clear in the final 2 furlongs to beat Bossman by 7 lengths. That's a demolition job. DaCosta and Foster from the rail in a stakes race. That's a lethal combination. Prodigious Power from the USA from post 3 is the second expert pick at 98%. Ian Spence for Anthony Nunes was 2-5, led and went clear 2 furlongs out to beat Big Boss by 5 lengths. He's down. Another dominant winner. Nunes in a stakes race always mean business. Prince Roy at 78.4% from post 2 is the strong contender. Shaheem Gordon for Jason DaCosta was 9-5, held up and led 1 furlong out to beat Star Quest by 2 lengths. DaCosta saddens 2 of the top 3 here. Thousand Treasures from the USA at 51.2% from post 4 with Emilia Martin for Gary Sobrati was 9-1, held up and led 1 furlong out to beat Life is Life by 4 lengths. Can improve, but up against monsters today. Sensational sold at 38% from post 5 with Dane Dawkins for Gary Sobrati. Won the 2,000 guineas but has been hard to train since. Talent is undeniable, but fitness is the question. 2 expert picks tied at 98%. This is a blockbuster clash. American Aviator has the rail draw advantage. Prodigious Power was eased out last time. Box these 2, this race is the talk of the card. C.R.I selection, American Aviator to win, strong pick. Exacta Bots, American Aviator and Prodigious Power. Trifecta at Prince Roy. Race number 3, 7.5 furlongs. Maiden condition race, 4-year wood and up. Maidens at 7.5 furlongs. 7 runners and Baby Grey leads the way at 64%. Baby Grey from post 3 is the expert pick at 64%. Emilia McLeod for Oraldo Trin. Finish 4 lengths third to Laurie and 3 lengths second to Jody's Fund. Consistent placer who just needs to get the head in front. The morning line at 6-5 confirms the public agrees. Friends can Selection at 44.1% from post 7 is the strong contender. Andrew Wright for Ricardo Brown was prominent 2 furlongs out before finishing 7 lengths. Third to Irma Blitz in November has shown ability. Drop off at 39.6% from post 5 with Louisville Pinup for Gary Crawford. Was the favourite, prominent for 4 furlongs before finishing 19 lengths. Fifth to Slam Sharp. Coming back fitter, the morning line at 5-2 suggests the market hasn't given up. Miracle Selection at 2% from post 1 with Everett Clodis for Lincoln Lungs, unfancied, outpaced and unplaced in all 8 races. This is an outsider. La Gertha at 2% from post 2 with Anthony Allen for Fitznaham Williams, unfancied, outpaced and unplaced in all 9 races. Another outsider. Berry Gray at 64% is the clear pick in a weak maiden field. Consistent placer, ready to graduate. C.R.I. Selection, Baby Gray to win. Exacta Baby Gray over Friends Connection. Trifecta, add, drop off. Race number 4, 5 furlongs round. Restricted allowance 5, 4-year-old and up, non-winners of 2. 5 furlongs round the bend, 7 runners in a restricted allowance 5 field. And Summer Palace gets the expert pick at 77.4%. Summer Palace from post 5 is the expert pick at 77.4%. Tevin Foster for Jason DaCosta was 2-1, led for 5 furlongs before finishing a half length second to Hazelnut. Improving type with the DaCosta and Foster combination. The model likes this one over the morning line favourite. Feeling Free at 71.2% from post 6 is the strong contender. Dane Dawkins for Peter John Prasad was 2-1, held up behind before running on to finish 3 lengths second to cut out. Dawkins knows how to time a run. 4:30 from the USA at 69.8% from post 7 with Carlton Malcolm for Gary Sabrati. Led and went clear 2 furlongs out before finishing 5 lengths third to I'm Outstanding. The morning line favourite at 4-5, but the C.R.I. model rates Summer Palace higher. Interesting split. Nebuchadnezzar at 55.2% from post 1 with Radish Roman for Anthony Nunes, who was 8-1, prominent for 5 furlongs before finishing a half-length second to Prince Kazeri. Roman from the rail adds interest. Big LA at 27.5% from post 4 with Philip Parchment for Barrington Dawes rounds out the selections. Beat Modern Monarch by a half-length in October, but no reason for him since. 3 horses above 69%. This is a deep restricted allowance race. Summer Palace gets the model edge, but 4:30 is the public's pick. Watch for the DaCosta, Foster factor. C.R.I. Selection, Summer Palace to win. Exacta Summer Palace over Feeling Free. Trifecta at 4:30 and Nebuchadnezzar. Race number 5, 4 furlongs straight, restricted allowance 4, 5-year-old and up, non-winners are 3. 4 furlongs on the straight, 9 runners, and this race has no formal expert pick from the model. All 5 selections are rated as contenders. But don't be fooled. Radam at 78.9% is the strong leader. Radam from post 5 leads at 78.9%. Radish Roman for Anthony Nunes was 8-5 prominent throughout and run on well for a 1-length third to C.R.I. Fit and the morning line favourite at 8-5. Roman and Nunes in a sprint is always dangerous. Lucy on the go at 71.2% from post 9 with Dane Dawkins for Peter John Passard was 8-1, led before finishing 1 length second to C.R.I. Improving sort. The value play here at 9-5 on the morning line. Ballistic Missile at 49.5% from post 4 with Paul Francis for Joseph Thomas was 2-1, chase for 3 furlongs before not running on and finishing 9 lengths 5th to C.R.I. Needs to bounce back. Amazing Force from the USA at 41.7% from post 3 with Joy Ains for Anthony Nunes was 7-1, outrun before finishing 12 lengths third to Phenomenal Power. Nunes saddles 2 here. Yorkis at 39.2% from post 6 with Jaime Anderson for Michael Caine Jr. rounds out the selections. Was 2-1, led and went clear 1 furlong out to beat Sprague by 2 lengths. Coming off a win, but the morning line at 10-1 is concerning. No expert tick, but Radam at 78.9% is a clear leader. Lucy on the go at 71.2% is the main danger. C.R.I. beat both the last time. The question is who improves more. C.R.I. Selection, Radam to win, Exacta. Radam over Lucy on the go, trifecta at Ballistic Missile and Amazing Force. Race number 6, 4 furlongs straight. Optional claiming, 6-year-old and up. Optional claiming at 4 furlongs on the straight. 16 runners, the largest field on the card. And Restoration leads at 85%. Restoration from post 11 is the expert pick at 85%. Jaime Anderson for Michael Caine Jr. Chase and led in the final furlong to beat undisclosed location. Coming off off a win. The wide draw from post 11 is the only concern in a 16-horse field. Phoenix Risen at 70.6% from post 15 with Damar Williams for Lawrence Fremantle beat Era Fighter before finishing 5 lengths fifth to Sipping on Sunshine. Wide draw from post 15, that's a major negative at 4 furlong straight. Miss Linton at 65.6% from post 1 with Omar Walker for Robert French was 2-1 chase and went clear 2 furlongs out to beat Tapping In by 2 lengths. The rail draw is a huge advantage at this distance. Watch this one. Basilicus at 54.3% from post 5 with Javanil, participator for Michael Spencer, was the favourite. Challenge 1 furlong out before finishing 2 lengths second to Oki Warrior. Consistent. Undisclosed location at 46.1% from post 3 with Robert Anadine for Jason DaCosta rounds out the selections. Finished 2 lengths second to Tigre Express and 3 lengths second to Restoration. Alabine and DaCosta always command respect. 16 horses, Restoration at 85% has the numbers, but Miss Linton from the rail at 65.6% is the draw play in a big field. Post position matters at 4 furlong straight. C.R.I. selection, Restoration to win, Exacta Restoration over Miss Linton, Trifecta and Phoenix Risen and Basilicus. Race number 7, 6.5 furlongs. Optional claiming, 6-year one and up. Optional claiming at 6.5 furlongs, 8 runners, and Tigre Express is rated at 98%. That's as high as the model goes. Tigre Express from post 2 is the expert pick at 98%. Tevin Foster for Adrian Prince was the favourite, led and went clear in the final furlong to beat High Diplomacy by 5 lengths. Dominant winner. Foster aboard a horse in this kind of form is a lock and key combination. The morning line at 3-5 says it all. Golden Loyalty at 80.1% from post 4 is the strong contender. Anthony Allen for Edward Walker was 5-1, led and went well clear to beat Always Right by 10 lengths. 10 lengths. That's a devastating margin. The question is whether the class is high enough to challenge Tigre Express. Big argument at 56.7% from post 8 with Dane Dawkins for Sacklane Roman. Chase for 3 furlongs before finishing 26 lengths. 7th to the Real Identity. Huge gap to close. But investment at 32.5% from post 1 with Emilia McKee for Cashbird Kalwa Singh was 45-1, outpaced before finishing 9 lengths, 5th to Money Box. Coming back fitter, but outclassed here. Charming Sound at 21.6% from post 5 with Johnny Mandison for Ten Son Chung rounds out the long shot. Unfancied, outpaced and unplaced in the last 5 runs. 98%. Tigre Express is one of the 3 highest rated horses on the entire card. Foster aboard from post 2 with 5 length within farm. This is a banker bet. C.R.I. selection, Tigre Express to win. Strong pick, Exacta Tigre Express over Golden Loyalty. Trifecta at big argument. Race number 8, 6 furlongs. Restricted allowance 4, 4-year 1, and up non-winners are 3. Restricted allowance 4 at 6 furlongs, 8 runners, and Go By Pursuit leagues at 86.3%. Go By Pursuit from post 5 is the expert pick at 86.3%. Robert Anadine for Jason DaCosta was 11-1 last out when clear 2 furlongs out before finishing 2 lengths third to Ralph's Treasure. The morning line drops to 2-1 today. A huge market shift. Haladin and DaCosta in this class is a powerful combination. Miss Grove from Canada at 71.6% from post 8 is the strong contender. Radish Roman for Anthony Nunes was 9-2, just failed by a neck for second to Ralph's Treasure. Fit and Roman aboard adds the danger. StarQuest at 71.5% from post 2 with Tevin Foster for Jason DaCosta was 5-1 chase and led 2 furlongs out before finishing 2 lengths second to Prince Roy. DaCosta saddles 2 here. Lockdown at 58.9% from post 1 with Jaima Lissu for Our Jagai was 3-1, ran evenly over 7 furlongs before finishing 4 lengths third to Prince Roy. Drops back to 6 furlongs today, which could suit. Miss Marabella from the USA at 55.5% from post 4 with Dane Dawkins for Peter John Prasad rounds out the selections. Was 13-1, slow into stride and wide before finishing 2 lengths third to Big Buzz improving. 5 horses above 55%. This is a deep restricted allowance race. Go By Pursuit at 86.3% with Aladdin and DaCosta as the edge. DaCosta saddles 2 of the top 3. C.R.I. selections Go By Pursuit Pursuit to win, Exacta Blue by Pursuit over Miss Grove. Trifecta at Star Quest at Lockdown. Race number 9, 5 furlongs straight, the 8:30 sprint. Maiden special weight, 3-year-old fillies. The 8:30 sprint at $1.05 million, 5 furlongs on the straight for maiden 3-year-old fillies. 10 runners and Another Wow gets the expert pick at 57.3%. Another Wow from Post 9 is the expert pick at 57.3%. Shane Ellis for Anthony Nunes. Chased in the final 2 furlongs before finishing 10 lengths second to Giving Thanks. That was against a useful sort. Ellis and Nunes in a name sprint for the fillies. The breeding and the barn matter here. The morning line at 65 confirms. Lexilu at 51.9% from Post 5 is the strong contender. Dane Dawkins for Gary Sabrati was 9-2, chased for 3 furlongs before finishing 12 lengths third to Giving Thanks. Both chased the same horse. The question is, who closes the gap more? Another Quality at 46% from Post 2 with Radish Roman for Oral Hayden was 7-1, well outsped before finishing 21 lengths fourth to Giving Thanks. Roman aboard is always a plus. The morning line at 9-5 suggests improvement expected. My Friend Mickey at 37.4% from Post 3 with Johnny Manderson for Gary Griffiths was 16-1, prominent for 5 furlongs before finishing 15 lengths fourth to Bigger Boss. Different race, but showed early speed. Behave at 19.3% from Post 1 as the long shot. Richie Shakes for Barrington Bernard. Conquest Cherry Mash Bread making her debut, likely to need the run, but the breeding is interesting. Name stakes for fillies, 57.3% is modest for an expert tick. This is an open maiden race. Another Wow has the class edge with Nunes. Lexilu is right behind. Box, the top 2. C.R.I. selection, Another Wow to win. Exacta Box, Another Wow and Lexilu. Trifecta add Another Quality and My Friend Mickey. Race number 10, 5 furlongs straight. The George HOSANG Trophy. Overnight on the ones 3-year-old and up. We close with the George HOSANG Trophy. $1.25 million. 5 furlongs on the straight. 14 runners. The biggest purse on the card. And Another One leads at 81.7%. Another one from Post 2 is the expert pick at 81.7%. Radish Roman for Anton Nunes was 2-1, chased for 4 furlongs before finishing 5 lengths third to Zulu Warrior. Fit and the morning line at 2-1 says the market respect this runner. Roman and Nunes closing the card in the feature. That's a statement. Champion Bubbler from the USA at 72.7% from Post 11 is the strong contender. Tevin Foster for Spencer Chung was 5-2, prominent for 5 furlongs before finishing 9 lengths second to Dantical Star. Fit, Foster is having a big day with the feature rides across the card. Mac and Rome at 62.5% from Post 14 with Jai Manbison for Sacklane Roman was 72, led for 6 furlongs before finishing 1 length second to Iron Machine. Run, a huge race last out and improving. The wide draw is the concern. Fearless Soul at 53.9% from Post 6 with Tyrese Anderson for Philip Fiani. Beat Money Market in June before finishing 8 lengths, second to Legacy Highan. As ability at this level. Bulletproof Coffee from the USA at 44.2% from Post 8 with Demar Williams for Owen Sharp rounds out the selections. Finished 2 lengths second to Get a Tepsi and 7 lengths second to Mighty Gully. Consistent placer. Note, Commander Z from the USA is not in the C.R.I. top 5, but the morning line at 3-1 with 93% confidence is worth watching. Finish a short head second to Another One in December and reportedly working well. Another One at 81.7% in the feature. Roman and Nunes closing the card. Champion Bubbler is the main danger. Deep overnight on the one's field. C.R.I. selection, Another One to win. Exacta, Another One over Champion Bubbler. Trifecta at Mac and Rome and Fearless Soul. That concludes your Caymanas Race Intelligence Breakdown for Saturday, February 7, 2026. Key takeaways: Race 2, Restricted Stakes 2, Expert Tick tied at 98%, American Aviator and Prodigious Power. Da Costa versus Nunes in $1 million stakes race. This is the clash of the card. Race number 7, Tigray Express at 98%, Devin Foster aboard for Adrian Prince. Dominant 5-length winner last out, Banca Material. Race 1, Storm at 94.5%, Radish Roman aboard. 3 consecutive wins open the card with authority. Race 8, Go by Pursuit at 86.3%, Robert Anadine for Jason Da Costa. Big market move from 11-1 to 2-1. Race number 6, Restoration at 85%, 16 hours field. Watch the draw. Miss Linton from the rail is the danger. Race 5, no expert pick. Rodham leads at 78.9%. Competitive sprint. Proceed with caution. Best bet. Tigray Express in race 7, 98%. Dominant form, banker bet. American Aviator in race 2, 98%. Stakes race from the rail. Storm in race 1, 94.5%. 3 consecutive wins. Global Pursuit in race 8, 86.3%. Anabin and the Costa. Restoration in race 6, 85% coming off a win. Multi-race strategy. 3 horses at 98% today. Use Tigray Express in race 7 and American Aviator in race 2 as your anchors. Key Storm in race 1 at 94.5%. Spread in race 5 where there is no expert pick. The HOSANG Trophy closes the card with another one at 81.7%. This is a stock Saturday card. 3 horses at the model ceiling. Restricted stakes in race 2 is the headline. 298% picks going head to head. Play smart and let the data guide you. If this helps your betting, hit the subscribe button, drop your picks in the comments. Good luck and see you at Caymanas Park.